Hi everyone, thank you for coming back to my channel. I'm Stephanie if you're new here. So in today's video, I'm going to share with you guys how to make banana bread in mason jars. I had a lady friend of mine tell me that that's what she does. So I have everything ready to go to make this. And I think she was saying that she makes it for gifts and or just to have banana bread on the shelf. You guys know we do a little bit of food storage and dry canning and stuff like that. I also am going to be doing more of that in other videos, but I want to share this recipe with you. So what I started with so far is I have my lids and rings in my pot, and I already had it turned on for a while. And then for my jars, I have them in the oven. I have it at 200 degrees for about, I think it's been maybe 20 to 30 minutes so far. So by the time I get done with putting the bread together, it'll be time for me to pull them out, put the bread in, and then we're gonna put them back in. So you're just gonna do the same recipe as if you were making banana bread. I will leave the recipe down below with the one that I'm going to be using, and you guys can choose if you wanna make your kind or mine. The only difference is, I know this one asked for nuts. I'm not going to put that in there, but I don't know that much about canning to know what you can all add or not add for some of the recipes. So with the recipe that I have, I think just keep it the way that I have it and it should be fine. With this recipe, it is good for 2 years on the shelf. So that is our goal, is to just make up a bunch of these. This recipe, it says it calls for 10 to 12 wide mouth pint jars. So we're going to be doing that today. And right now I have all my ingredients and everything ready to go, and we will measure it out together. And then I will show you the process of how to put it in the mason jars and then what we have to do to make this. It calls for 4 cups of bananas. So we're going to do 4 cups of bananas. I know on other recipes it's like so many bananas, and I don't really know the ratio with that. So it looks like maybe like 2 bananas to 1 cup. We'll kind of just go with that. So we're gonna do 4 eggs. I'm just gonna add it to my measuring cup. I know I have in other times just put everything in one bowl, but we're just gonna try it out like this today because it says that I need to beat the eggs first. So that's what I'm gonna do. All right. And then we are going to be doing a teaspoon of vanilla, so 2 teaspoons of vanilla. And then 1 cup of melted butter. I'm gonna add the eggs. Okay, so I have that. And then I'm gonna add my flour. So we need 4 cups of flour. One and a half cups of brown sugar. So I need 2 teaspoons of baking soda. And 1/2 teaspoon of salt. So I took my jars from the oven, so they're nice and hot. So I turned the oven up to 350 and it's ready for me to put these back in the oven. So I'm gonna take cooking spray. You can use butter or whatever you would like to grease the inside, but I'm just gonna use cooking spray. All right, and I find it easy with doing banana bread or like cornbread when you're putting it in little muffin tins is to use an ice cream scooper. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna fill these jars halfway full and I'll come back. The recipe calls for an hour in the oven. I'm gonna start it out at 45 minutes just because my oven cooks a little warm. So I'm just gonna check it at 45 minutes, make sure that it is fully cooked. And then we are going to be putting our lids and rings on after that, and I'll show you what else that we're going to do. You need to do the same thing as if you were doing regular canning. You're gonna take some vinegar and you're gonna go around the rim. So that's what I'm gonna do quick. And if you're concerned with getting bread and stuff on top of the rim, make sure when you put the banana bread in your cups that you don't get it all over the rim before you put it in. So you could probably wipe down your rims before you put them in the oven so that they're clean. So you're gonna wanna do this really quick too, because you don't wanna lose your heat and your seal from doing this. So, oops, I have my little magnet thing here. Let's see here. So we are going to put all our lids on quick. Let's see. All right. Now you're gonna put the rings on. So if you need to use a towel because they're pretty warm, you're gonna wanna make sure that they're nice and tight. So I'm gonna go ahead and just put these on and I'm gonna come back. All right, so I'm finished with making up the banana bread. I put my towel on top and it seems to be okay. So this is my first batch of ever making these, and I'm probably gonna make up more. The only thing is I only got 9 out of 10 or 12 what the recipe calls for. I actually would have liked to add more batter to the jars, so I think I would just double the recipe and get as many as I can out of this. Put them in there for 45 minutes and that seemed to work out for mine. Just because mine weren't as full as I would have liked them, I think that I would have needed the full hour. So, all right, so I'm gonna let these sit like this for a while. We're gonna add these to our shelves. When these are done and cooled, I will put these out on our shelf out in the garage. I will put the date on here on when I made these. So this will probably be tomorrow that I'll probably do that. But I wanted to share this recipe because I thought that was super cool that I could make banana bread up ahead of time and we're able to just grab it off the shelf. So let me know in the comments down below if you guys have tried banana bread like this before. I would like to know, and if you guys have any other recipes that you would like me to try out canning this way, or if you have any more like tips or tricks or whatever, because this recipe I think is pretty cool. The other one that I did was the soup base powder mix. That one I liked. And then we also do like dry canning and different things. We did hamburger soup, we did salsa, we did spaghetti sauce this year, and then next year I'm going to try ketchup. So that is what my plans are for this next year. I also am going to be getting something else this year to make canning a little easier for me, and I will share all of that with you when the time comes and springtime comes and stuff like that. All right, so hopefully you guys liked today's video. Don't forget to give me a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.